Spend the day with me in the world's very first book town. Hay-on-Wye is a tiny town on the Welsh border which is home to more than 20 bookshops, and as the self-appointed queen of bookshop crawls, I made it my mission to visit all of them. We started really strong with what was probably my favourite bookshop of the trip, Richard Booth's. I loved everything about this one: the selection, the cosy design of the shop, the excellent crafty section, the koi fish flooring, and the countless comfy places to sit and read. 10 out of 10, absolutely no notes. In fact, it's probably one of my favourite bookshops I've ever been to. Then we popped just across the road to Bartram's stationery shop, where I picked up a new cloth-bound journal and some purple ink for my Kaweco Sport. And looking back at this, I really regret not treating myself to a pen. I can just tell one of those smoky blue marbled fountain pens could change my life. We moved on to Gay-on-Wye next, which was a wonderfully colourful queer bookshop, and I heard a customer there talking about how much they'd enjoyed reading In Memoriam, so I decided to pick up a copy to see if it's just as good as they were saying. And just down the street were two crime bookshops, Christie and Doyle and Murder and Mayhem. I'd kind of forgotten how much I really love a good crime novel or murder mystery, so I had a lot of fun looking through their shelves, and I did also get distracted trying to finish an Agatha Christie jigsaw that was out on a table, but the bookshop crawl did have to go on, so eventually I prized myself away to check out the book passage across the road before heading into Adamant Books, which is another shop that's definitely going to stick in my mind. I don't know, the Orange Penguin Classics Against the Blue Walls was just really doing something for me. Maybe it's because it reminds me of Irn-Bru. One thing about the bookshops in Hay-on-Wye is that they just go on forever. There were rooms and rooms to rummage through. I cannot stress enough how this entire town is basically my dream come true. We made a quick pit stop for dinner at Oscar's Bistro, where I got a good old-fashioned jacket potato with tuna mayo before heading back out on the trail starting at Green Egg Booksellers. And it was at this point that my dad headed back to the Airbnb to empty his bag because he'd bought too many books to keep carrying around all day. It was a Thursday, which is market day, so we checked out some stalls and popped into Clock Tower Books before I spent a good chunk of time in the Hay Antique Market. I don't think I've ever seen so many adorable trinkets in one place, and I was seriously considering picking up a cutie little pillbox to make taking tablets more fun, but I was spoilt for choice, so I ended up leaving empty-handed. Another decision I am living to regret. We made a return trip to the Hay-on-Wye booksellers, checked out some cute little homeware stores, and popped to the Adamant Annex before heading to one of the spots I'd been looking forward to all day, the Hay Cinema Bookshop. As the name suggests, this is an old cinema that's been repurposed as a bookshop, and it's absolutely huge. Luckily, they have a little guide to tell you where to find everything you're looking for, because they'll definitely have whatever's on your list. I obviously had to pay my respects to Postbox Snoopy, and then we made our last bookshop stop of the day, which was Broad Street Book Centre. And I found a second-hand copy of Demon Copperhead here, which was a win. For tea, we had Italian food at the Three Tons pub, and then we got an early night. Okay, love you, bye!